Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Sarah Uncut, where today I'm going to be talking to you about the one mindset shift you need to make in order to be successful. I'll give you a clue. It's one word. Decide. All right, guys. Hey, welcome to this episode of Sarah Uncut. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Sarah Walden. I'm an intuitive business coach and a sales expert, and I love teaching you the art of sales with joy. And I also teach a lot of personal development skills and, of course, all the business gooey goodness. And today, I'm going to ask you to subscribe so that you never miss an episode, because I come at you once a week with all the stuff you need in order to be, today's magic word, successful. So hit that button. And let's get to today's episode of Sarah Uncut. So I teased you a little bit. The one thing you need to do in order to be successful is decide that you're going to be successful. Do you remember in middle school, you remember you dissect words and like pull apart? Here's the middle part, here's the prefix, here's the suffix, right? The word decide, okay? We know the root side. If you've never heard this before, just hang on to your hats and glasses, because the first time I teach this, sometimes people go, oh my gosh. And all of a sudden they start, thinking through all these things. So the root side means to kill, right? Pesticide, suicide, homicide, infanticide. There's so many, right? Sides. Not the best word, we know. Okay, but hang on. Just work with me here. All right, so we have side and we have D. D meaning two. There's two paths in front of you. You need to kill one of them so you can move ahead with the other. So when you decide that you're going to be successful, what you're doing is cutting off any other option. Now, I'm not somebody who says to you, mortgage your house, decide you're 100% all in, nothing can get in your way. No, I'm talking about up here. Go all in up here. Make sure that you have decided that success is yours. Because without that, life is going to happen. I'm sure you've experienced this, right? Like, oh, here's my nice day. Boom, diagnosis. Here's my nice day. Boom, bad news. Here's my nice day. I'd like a refund, please. Like, you've seen these happen, and you can decide in that moment which way you're going to go. Is success yours, or is this one thing going to knock you out of the game? That's a mental decision. And it sounds really simplistic, I know that, but I want you to think about how simple it is to climb Mount Everest. You just put one foot in front of the other. Right? Does not mean it's easy. I'm fully aware of that. And it's the same with this decision. But the mental practice for you, the daily conditioning that this takes, is a constant pull from within you to refuse to accept any other option but success. And that doesn't mean some crazy made up, I will succeed at all costs. It's not like that. It's more like, listen, we just bombed that launch. What are we going to learn? Because the next one's going to be better. That's a decision to succeed. If somebody asks for a refund, oh my gosh, we don't have clear policies in place. We actually don't offer refunds, and we never said that. We need to get that in place, you guys. Call the lawyer, make sure we have that in place. This time we didn't have it. We're going to offer a full refund. We're going to make sure this person's taken care of, right? That's a lot of time and energy during that one interaction. But if you now have a system in place so that it's easier for you to succeed later on, you're aces. Do you see what I'm saying? And here's a couple of things that you can practice right now to help you stay inside the lane of this decision, right? So the first thing you could do is find something that makes you truly happy. So if you have a task in front of you that you do not love, right? For some people, it's follow-up emails. For other people, it's writing your monthly newsletter. What I'd love you to do is pick something that makes you truly happy. So if you love a certain song, I know my Backstreet Boys, everybody makes fun of me, Taylor Swift and all over the place. I know. It's sad but true. So, but they make me happy, right? There's tons of artists that make me happy. Those are just ones my kids like to tease me for. But those things make me happy. So if I have a task in front of me that's a little bit like tough, I can either go for a big walk before that and get my blood pumping and making sure my head's on straight, or I can play some great music that makes me happy. I can cuddle with the dog for a second. I can do the things that get me in the headspace of success, right? That just has me go, come on, I can do this. This is part of the game. Let's go. Let's make it amazing. How am I going to blow this person's mind? How am I going to make this the best email anybody's read? I know that sounds crazy, but can you imagine the energy that brings to your task? If you're that excited, if you're that involved, you're going to produce something completely different. And it all begins with the moment that you decide. A couple of other things that you can do is make sure you're always learning. And I don't mean you have to get up and study for hours and hours or listen to all of the different apps out there or meditate for 3 hours. Like, You pick 1 or 2 things that help you learn actively. Then there's also interactive learning, things that happen during the day. When I say interactive learning, I don't mean call your friends and say, hey, do you know what 2 + 2 is? I don't mean that kind of interactive learning. I mean the kind of learning where you're going through your day, life happens, right? And you might learn, oh, like I said earlier, I don't have that system in place. We don't have that copy written. I need somebody who can pick up the kids if we find out they're sick or something happens. It can also be something else like, ooh, that email bombed. Oops. Okay, what are we learning? It's that constant steer towards this is a long-term game. I am in this to win this because I said so. And the more that you can pull that up out of yourself, the more successful you will be. So I hope this was super, super helpful for you. I hope you come back and save this video, come back to this video when you need it, because we all need this reminder for time to time when we're having a rough day or something happens that we didn't expect. So I hope it was super useful, and I will see you in the next episode of Sarah Uncut. Oh, but you need to subscribe.